All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome in. We're shipping some orders this morning. I think we have 33 from this weekend. So we're gonna be packing up 33 orders on live. We had a ton of Poshmark orders, 15 eBay, 5 Mercari, and the rest were all Poshmark. So Poshmark actually came in clutch this weekend. Some really good sales, some really good Mercari sales too. Obviously Mercari doesn't have fees anymore, so whenever I make a high dollar sale on Mercari, it's always really good profit. And then eBay was being eBay. eBay was doing eBay things. What's up, Lily? Welcome in. You know how many sales you guys had this weekend. As you guys are coming in, if you're watching on replay, feel free to play along, answer the questions, and then of course like the live if you haven't already. And then if you're over on TikTok, make sure you're tapping that screen. 5 Mercari, I believe, is what we had. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, technically 14 Poshmark. 1 I already shipped because it was a viewer sale and they needed it ASAP. So I said, all right, I'll ship it. And I shipped that on Saturday. So 14 Poshmark and then 15 eBay. So had a great weekend. Nice. Had a great week / weekend. Appreciate you guys coming in. If you're new here, make sure you hit the follow button wherever you're watching on, and just hang out. We'll show you guys what sold, show you guys how I ship it, and answer your questions. So feel free to drop questions in the chat all throughout the live. If I ever miss your question, feel free to ask it twice. Yeah. Does List Perfectly work well? I don't use List Perfectly anymore. I use Autoposher. I no longer use List Perfectly. I know I've used it in the past on some of my lives, but that was old lives. I use Autoposher now. Autoposher, in my opinion, is a better cross lister. It's faster, and there's more functions with it. And if you use Autoposher and List Perfectly together, if you used to, you're getting it for a better price if you use the bundle with Autoposher. I had 9 sales this weekend, which is good for us. Also, we implemented Mercari and Autoposher, feeling pretty fancy. Nice. I tried Depop. I listed a couple things at Depop. I haven't had any sales on Depop yet, though, so I don't know how well Depop is going to work for Autoposher. I don't know if I'm going to waste my credits on that if I'm not getting sales with Depop. So it's not Autoposher thing, it's a Depop thing. I think at the end of the month I'll transfer a bunch of listings over for next month and see if I make any sales. If I don't, I'm probably going to give up on Depop because I don't see any action over there. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with Mercari first, and we'll move on to Poshmark, and then finish up with eBay. First up is this pair of Kitten Ace pants. Kitten Ace pants, picked these up for $10.70, and they sold for $32 over on Mercari. Remember, there's no fees on Mercari, so 0 fees. How much is Autoposher? They have different plans for depending on what you want. Normal, what I want you to do is I want you to watch the video. I have it here on TikTok, the full Autoposher guide, and it shows the pricing at the end. You can pay anywhere between $25 for Autoposher and all the way up to $90 for Autoposher. So depending on what plan you want, that's what you're going to pay for it. But I do have a full tutorial guide here on TikTok, also on Facebook and YouTube. What's up? Flippin' Nurse, Kim's in the house. I almost grabbed the wrong thing. That would have sucked. Kitten Ace pants. These are going Ground Advantage via Mercari shipping. Cool. How'd you start with reselling stuff around the house, like knowing what to price? You look up comps on eBay. So you go on eBay, if you find this Monster Energy, you look it up on eBay, you look at how many are listed, how many are sold, and you can see exactly what they're selling for. I wouldn't really worry about how many are listed or how many are sold when you first start. Just list stuff to eBay. So if the going price on eBay, you see most of them are listed for $5 and then most of them are selling for $3, you'll list yours for $3 and you'll get them to sell. What's up, Missy? All right, next up we got let's do this one next. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren brand new at tag slim fit shirt. Picked this up for $32.10 and this sold for $50. This was a retail pickup, and again, this is a Mercari sale. Buyer paid shipping on this one, so I literally made, what would that be, $17.90 on this. Paid up a little bit for them, but $17.90 isn't too bad on retail arbitrage pickup. You're typically not going to make, you're trying to double your money on retail arb, but sometimes I take less if I know the item's going to sell fast. And this one did. Appreciate all the roses, Kim. Appreciate the roses. That's going to go right there. And that one's going over there. All right, next up we have another Ralph Lauren. We sold 3 Ralph Lauren items this weekend over on Mercari. This one also is brand new at tags. This also was a retail arbitrage pickup. We paid $42.80 for this sweater, and it sold for $65. This is going to go through UPS ground. UPS ground, not USPS. So I have to go drop this off later today. Appreciate all the taps coming in. Keep tapping that screen. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. No question is a stupid question, except if it comes from Felix, and then that one probably is a stupid question. There we go. That one shipped. Let me grab my label. See, I knew he was here. I felt your presence, Felix. I knew you were here. All right, I'm gonna set this one off to the side so I don't try to ship it with my other sales. That would suck. Next up, we have another Ralph Lauren item. This is a Ralph Lauren ski polo. Big hit on the front, brand new with tags. I picked this one up, also retail arbitrage. I paid $32.10 for this, and it sold over on Mercari for $89.99. That was a full price sale. Really good profit on that one. And I have multiples of these, so they're just going to keep selling over the next few weeks. Mercari fees for buyers are way higher since seller fees were eliminated. Yes, they are. They moved the fees over, but to be honest, the fees are less. They're just paying the buyer. They're just having the buyer pay them now. Instead of 10% that used to be for us, now it's only 5% for the buyer. And I know a lot of people were freaking out and they were like, "Oh my God, nobody's gonna buy stuff on Mercari anymore." My Mercari sales are actually up, and I'm making more money on Mercari. I'm able to take lower offers because I'm not paying the fees. The buyers are paying a little bit extra in fees. I'm still making sales over there, making more sales. Let me see, hold on. Last month, I made 30 sales on Mercari. This month's not even over yet, and I've made 41 on Mercari. So I'm 11 sales more than I was last month. I'm making over a sale per day on Mercari. I see all the shoes in the back. Are you changing the shoes? The shoes are on our Whatnot shows. We sell them on our Whatnot shows. Mine too. It's been crazy. Yeah, my sales are up. I don't mind a little change up. Where did I put the? Where did they put the bubble wrap? Okay, I'll have to ship this after live because I don't see where my bubble wrap is. But I sold this train on Mercari as well. This one I paid $3.25 for, and it sold for $22.50. But I need bubble wrap to ship that, and I was using the bubble wrap last night, and I don't know where the heck it is. Hold on, maybe it's over here. Nope. Nope. Oh well, we'll find it. It's somewhere in here because I was literally just using it last night. They must have moved it. On vacation in Jamaica, funded by K-Way College of Reselling. Let's go. What is your Mercari store? It's hard to look up people's Mercari store. If you look up an item that's in my eBay store, you can find it on Mercari, and that's the easiest way to find me. That's what I would say. Same title, same everything. So if you just type in the same title as one of my listings on eBay, you'll find Mercari. I don't think you can search sellers on Mercari. How many listings do you try to do per day? We try to do 20 to 30 per day. Last week we did 30 per day, 5 days a week, and I also listed some stuff on the weekend too. I think I heard you say you promote all your eBay listing at 5%. Did you hear that correct? Yes, I do mine at 5%. I do not suggest you guys to do 5%. The reason I do 5% is because I have a lot of people going to my store doing exactly what I just told Stacy to do. Go to my store and research, and because of that, my conversion rate is lower. So I promote a little bit higher. Do I need to? Maybe not, but I do. I bring it up. All right, let's ship some Poshmark orders. We had a ton of Poshmark sales, so let's get into them. Let's see what Kayla brought these in. There they are, right there. First up is a pair of Little Sleepies joggers. Whoops. Little Sleepies joggers. These are just like a nighty pant. Kayla picked these up for, hang on, I gotta find them. Kayla picked these up for $2.12, and they sold for $16. Not a huge sale, but the sell-through rate was really good. I had tons of offers on these. We had them listed at 20. I probably had like 6 or 7 people offer me like 10, 12 bucks for these, and they sold in less than a month. So Little Sleepies, they're not a huge seller. They don't make a ton of money, but if you can find them cheap, pick them up. Would you suggest 2.1? Yes, I suggest anything a little over 2. because everybody does 2%. So you want to set yourself out from the crowd. So I do 2.1 is fine. I have a roommate who has a lot of Marlboro gear and clothing, never been used. I'm trying to figure out what best option to move it. Listed on eBay is probably your best option for that. Learned a lot from you over the past couple of years. I just want to say thank you for all that. Appreciate you. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate you learning. Not a lot of people watch, but not a lot of people act. So you acted and you're making some money. That's the way to do it. eBay is a hot store this weekend. My Poshmark is not doing a thing. My Poshmark last weekend sucked. This weekend is way better. All right, Kayla grabbed these orders, so I gotta figure out where this is. There it is. Next up, we have Athleta. This is an Athleta Trekkie pant. Picked these up for $4.27. These sold for 18 bucks. Nice little bread and butter sale. Sales are herbivore. I went from 45 to maybe 5 a month. Do you share your closet? Do you use a share tool? Yeah. How do you do your poshing? Do you use auto posher? Poshmark goes through these phases too. Where just literally 1 week I'll have a great week, and next week watch. I guarantee next weekend I'll sell like 3 things on Poshmark. It's weird how the posh buyers act over there. It's never consistent. All right, all of these are, by the way, going into these tie-back envelopes because they're all Poshmark sales, which means they all go priority. If you didn't know, you can use any priority mail labels or any priority mail packaging when you're shipping on Poshmark. So if you want to put this in a medium flat rate box, you can do that if you want to. This is a men's Untuck It shirt. Picked this up for $7 and it sold for 20 bucks. Again, nice little bread and butter sales on Poshmark. Nothing too crazy. Definitely share 8 times a day with an app. I don't know. I have AutoPosher. What AutoPosher does is it shares for me, it sends out offers for me, and it relists items for me. It does all that. What percent do you promote on eBay? I promote everything at 5. I do not suggest everybody to promote at 5 though. I suggest you guys promote at 2, 3, somewhere between 2 and 3%. That's what I used to promote at. How are your shoe sales going? They're going pretty good. Actually, this weekend we sold a couple pairs. I actually sold a pair on eBay. I'm starting to cross list those over to eBay, Poshing, Mercari, because if I'm able to move them there, then I can go buy new pairs quicker. The thing we're running into is in the beginning it was super hot, it was super new, and everybody was excited about it. And now we're selling shoes more average. So to get them to speed up a little bit so I can go buy some more, I have to sell more, obviously. So we're starting to list them on other sites, and I actually sold one this weekend for 60 bucks, so it worked out perfect. Sales on eBay are good. Where are you buying the shoes? I'm buying them either retail or online. Do figs sell better on Poshmark or eBay? Figs sell good on both, but they're not selling for what they used to. They're like $15 to $20 sales in most cases. I have an item that has a stain on the sleeve I can't get rid of. Would you still list it? It's an Athleta zip up. I'd probably not list that. Athleta zip up, unless you just want to make your money back, list it for like $10 plus shipping, something like that. Picked up my first Untuck It polo yesterday for $1.30. Let's go. Why not 5 like you promoting? Because I have a bunch of people going to my stores doing research. So when they go click on a listing and they're just there to look at it, it's telling eBay that they went to that listing and they didn't buy it, so there's something wrong with that listing. So to help push it up in search, I am promoting my stuff at 5%. You guys won't have that. You don't have social media influence. Maybe some of you do, but most of you don't have a social media influence. So you don't have a bunch of people going to your store just to do research. So that's why I wouldn't suggest it. Then you're wasting like 3% when you don't have to do that. Why do you flip the package around? I flip the package to show you guys the label. That's all I do. I just flip it, show you guys that I shipped it. Yeah, it's just like a habit now. I do it every time. Next up, we have a Free People cashmere sweater. Picked this up for $8.03, and it sold for $31 over on Poshmark. Nice little sale. I actually didn't even realize it sold. This was definitely an AutoPosher offer that was sent out because I never accepted this. AutoPosher sent an offer, and somebody accepted my offer. That's how I got that sale. Untuck It polos. By the way, Untuck It polos aren't the best. I mean, $1.30, you can't go wrong. But Untuck It's, you're basically looking for the long sleeve shirts, and you're pretty much going to buy them for 5 or less. If you pay a little bit more for them, like I did on the couple that I did last week, it's because I bought them in bulk. If I'm at a thrift store and I see Untuck It, I'm pretty much only going to buy them for $5 or less, because they're $20 to $22 sales. The polos are a little bit less than that. I wish you'd flip me around like that package, Sir Salmonella. Holy cow. Good morning, Sir Salmonella. Next up, AM3. AM3. All right, we got a Patagonia. This is a Patagonia Capilene Daily shirt. Picked this up for $8.54, and this one sold for $21 over on Poshmark. Can you put some Jumpman jacks in your next Whatnot show? No. I'm surprised you even know what Jumpman jacks are, sirs. The market's gonna fall on those. Yeah. They were selling like crazy for crazy money. They're gonna fall because they're gonna mass release them. I bought an item from your show on Saturday. I got my $15 credit, but I was charged. It didn't show the credit. Was it supposed to do something to use my credit? Reach out to Whatnot, Sandy, and see if they can correct it. A lot of people have been having that issue. I think it's a Whatnot issue. As long as you filled out all your information, you should get that $15 credit. Now, if you didn't fill out your information, you didn't put in your phone number, didn't put in certain information when you were signing up with an account, they do not give the 15 credit. You have to fill out everything when you sign up, otherwise you won't get it. So hopefully you did, and if you did, then you'll reach out to Whatnot and you'll get that credit. Oh, here's my bubble wrap. I knew it was in here somewhere. Autoposher does not cross list, so you pay 2 different apps for that. No, Autoposher does cross list. Again, if you're on TikTok, go watch my video. I have 2 videos on Autoposher. One's a full tutorial guide for 13 minutes on TikTok. You can flip your phone and watch the whole thing, and then I have a short video that shows how Autoposher works. That one's like a minute or a minute and a half long. Or you can go to YouTube and watch it if you want to watch on YouTube. Alright, I'm going to ship this train out now since I found this. Now I got to find where I put the train. I'm all over the place today. There it is. Here's the train. This is the train that sold on Mercari. We already talked about it a little bit. All I'm going to do with this one is wrap it up and put it into a poly bag and ship her out. This is also going UPS. Do you have Autoposher send offers on all listings or just likers or older listings? I have it set to send offers on everything. So I don't have it... actually, I think I just changed that this weekend. I think I have it set on is it eBay? One of them I have it set to send out offers on stuff that's over a certain amount. So a certain amount of days. I can't remember which one it is. But I used to have it set to everything had offers. Did I change that this weekend? I think I did. I have to look at my settings. But yeah, you can change your settings. You can make it send offers to things that have multiple likers or things that were listed over 30 days. Things like that. Looks like Zive's digging in his backyard this morning. That guy. Bought a Brioni men's shirt for $2.50 and sold it 2 days later for $38. Let's go. Brioni, good brand. You might have undersold it, but who cares? You bought it for $2.50 and you sold it for $38. Can't beat that. Cannot beat that at all. Alright. This one is almost shipped. Good old flip tips. I sell Nuitags figs consistently for 28 to 30 on eBay. Yeah, Nuitags will sell well. The pre-owned ones, they are not selling anywhere near what they used to. The pre-owned ones used to go for nearly that price, and now they're like $15 sales. We don't really pick up figs anymore, pre-owned. We would pick them up new, but not pre-owned. Alright, that one's shipped. And now we're moving on to some shoes. We got some Ralph Lauren Ranger boat shoes. Here they are right here. I got these in a bulk buy locally. I only paid $8 for these. These only sold for $20. These were some of the lower end shoes. Let me make sure I sold these for $20. Where's the listing? Pull Ralph Lauren. Oh yeah. Yeah, sold for $20. I paid $8. So not a huge profit. But yeah, I got these in bulk. So on Mercari, should I switch over to UPS shipping? I've never done that. Anything special I need? So UPS and FedEx are cheaper if you get over the pound mark. So once you hit 2-3 pounds, instead of charging your buyer USPS shipping, you'll do UPS or FedEx. I choose to do UPS, one, because I think UPS is a better service. They don't lose your packages as much. And 2, I have a UPS store like right down the street from me, so it's easy for me to drop those off. So you can choose either or. I choose UPS. Hey, from Texas. What's up, Texas? What's the temperature in Texas today? Is it still cold up north? It's getting hot here. It was actually nice out this morning, but it's supposed to get hot throughout the day. took those shoes, I put them into a priority mail shoebox, and I'm going to ship them out that way. I don't really need to add too much protection on these because these are pre-owned shoes, so if they get move around, it's fine. 89, okay, you guys are hotter than us. 78 in Ohio, Texas, 84 here. Man, you guys are hotter than us over there. 69 to 80. High of 83 with humidity already. Yeah, it's a little humid here too. The winter weather is gone. The winter weather is gone. What? Appreciate the follow, John. All right, let's get back into it. Next up, we have a Flax shirt. Flax, good brand to be on the lookout for. These don't sell as fast as they used to, but they still sell for good money. I paid $6.96 for this, and it sold for $31 over on Poshmark. 31 on Poshmark. If you guys are just hanging out too, feel free to ask any questions in the chat. I get a lot of people that always ask shipping questions on my videos and other lives I do, and this is the time to ask all your shipping questions and get them answered in real time. So I can flip the camera, I can show your answer in real time. Except if you're Felix, then you're not allowed to ask any questions. Felix is the only one banned from... See, there he is again. I knew you had a question, Felix. Boom. Got one shipped. Next up, we have another Patagonia shirt. Another one from that haul from Kayla. This one also sold. I think both of these sold, and then they were an offer because I don't remember selling these. This one sold for $22. Again, $8.54 is what we paid for these. Is that your go-to tape gun? Yes. Shout out to Roots. They bought me an actual tape gun, and I never use it because that is so much easier to use than the actual tape gun. Where you sell your inventory, garage, or storage unit? All my listed inventory is in my garage. I do have some unlisted inventory in the storage unit, which is mostly winter items right now. And back into buying winter items and storing them away. What listing tool do you use for Poshmark? I use Autoposher. I list on eBay, and then I take Autoposher and I sync my listings into Autoposher, and then I cross-list from there. It's literally just a touch of a button, and your items get cross-listed. What's your favorite retail arbitrage stores? For me, locally, would be TJ Maxx and Marshalls, just because I have so much around me. Lately, they haven't been that great, but that's probably my favorite store. What printer do you use? I use a Dymo 4XL. They don't make the 4XL anymore. They only make the 5XL. So what I suggest is go through the link tree in my bio. I have an Amazon storefront, and I have a IDPRT printer. That's a really good one, and it's cheap, and it's effective. So that's the one I suggest now. Do not get the Dymo 5XL. Do not, because you cannot buy third-party labels and use, from what I understand, you can't use third-party labels with it. They have a little chip that reads when your labels go through, so if it doesn't read that chip correctly, then it doesn't work. Next up, Freefly, really good brand. We've been selling these on Whatnot. People have been buying these up for cheap and probably making some money on us. These are Freefly women's shorts. Picked these up for $7.46, listed them last week, and they sold for $25. Good sale. So you hold on inventory until it's in season? Yes, unless I run out of inventory to list. Obviously, if I run out of summertime items to list, I'll go grab some winter items and keep listing. But I hardly ever have that issue. I always have enough summertime items, just keep listing. And then we hold the winter items until peak season, right before the first big cold snap, and we start listing those. What are your thoughts on vintage clothing? We get a lot of estate sales. Vintage clothing can be good. There's some people that make a ton of money on vintage clothing. I think if you do a good mix of vintage and modern, that's where you make most of your money. There's a lot of people that get stuck on just doing vintage. They'll pass all the good stuff at the thrift store just because they're looking for that one vintage t-shirt that they're gonna make 15 bucks on, and they'll pass something like those Freefly shorts where they could have sold them for 25. I'll say this, there's a lot more people in the world that are wearing modern clothing than vintage clothing. Most people are going to stores and buying modern clothing than they are vintage. So vintage is like a community, like a niche community. You're gonna be selling to those people. Some of those people pay up for pieces, so that's a benefit of that. But don't pass on the modern clothing just because you're too focused on vintage. Next up, we got a Peter Millar. This is a good one. I always say look for this one, the Crown Crafted Peter Millars. This one, let's see, Crown Crafted Polo. This one sold for $27. I paid $10.70 for it. I did pay up a little bit, but these always sell really fast. What's up, Blended? What's up, Blended? I hope you saw. I don't think I messaged you, but I hope you saw. I hope you saw what you saw. That's all. I'll leave it. What's up, Audra? Teach. Good morning, Teach. I haven't got my package yet. Which package? The one you bought this weekend? Did you buy a package this weekend? Did you teach? I don't remember. I do not remember. Where did I put that label? Oh, that's why I went out of order. Wondering why. There it is. There it is. No problem. Went through my death pile, listed Halloween Hallmark ornaments, sold in 2 in the last weeks. That's because Halloween sells all year round, because Halloween is actually rare. So when it comes to these companies that make all these decorations, they make a lot less of Halloween than they do like Christmas and other holidays. So like if you're going out and you're finding Lemax houses or Department 56 houses, you'll see that you would assume that the Christmas houses would have the most value, but most of the time the Halloween houses have the most value, and they sell year round because there's collectors looking for those specific houses. If I could buy Halloween over Christmas, I would buy Halloween all year. I buy Halloween every time over Christmas, because Halloween always, and whatever brand it is, typically Halloween always sells better. Next up, another Peter Millar item. This is just a gray pullover. Picked this up for $8 and it sold for 27 bucks. 27. What are your clear bags you're using? See, if you look on my pin post on Facebook and go to the products we use on a daily basis, they are linked in my Amazon storefront. And you can go there at any time and buy them from Amazon, and they are going to be the same price. It's not like they're going to upcharge you. And that is an affiliate link, so it does help out the channel. I get a little kickback for it. Amazon says, thanks for telling them about the clear bags, and they bought them, and here's a little kickback. Doesn't cost you any more, especially if you have Prime shipping. All those should be Prime, except for, I think, the number tags are the only things I have in my Amazon storefront that's not Prime shipping. Boom. There's something in there that's not Prime shipping. Next up, we have a Mizzen and Main shirt. I put this on my Facebook post. By the way, if you're not following me on Facebook, go follow me on Facebook. I want to know what your best sale or your favorite sale from this weekend is, and I posted it, and I posted this one was one of my favorites because I literally just picked this up this week in a bulk buy for 15 bucks. I actually picked up 2 of them. The other one already has offers on it. It's probably going to sell within the next week. This one sold for 45, so 15 into 45, quick sale. I'm going to throw this into a bag because I don't feel like going to grab another one of those poly bags. How does someone get started reselling? Start selling items in your house first, because you probably have like $1,000 worth of stuff just laying around your house. And then from there, watch a bunch of free content online. Don't go out and pay for a course. I never, ever, ever paid for a course. I learned everything from other people sharing it online for free. Have you started looking for a bigger house? Actually, yes. Mom is moving, and Mom's actually staying, by the way. But Mom is moving to another area, and she got a really good deal on her house. And we can get the same deal in the same area, and basically trade our house for a bigger house. The price we can sell our house for, we can buy the exact same price. We can buy another house that's 2 bedrooms bigger with a pool. Our area is just a sought after area, so even though we're not in like the best area in this area, it's sought after. It's like between both bays, so everybody wants to move here. People want to buy the houses here and turn them into Airbnbs. So we're looking at selling and then possibly just moving. So moving into that. Is your printer wireless? No, I have the wired one. I'm not saying Amazon in your link tree. Go to the products we use on a daily basis. That's my Amazon storefront. It says products we use on a daily basis. Boom. When Autopilot relists an item on eBay, it turns off the promoted rate. Yes, so you have to put in a automated promotion. That's what I have on my my eBay. I set up an automated promotion, so as soon as my items get listed, even if I'm the one listing them, they automatically get promoted at 5%. So you just have to set up an automated promotion. It's in your ads manager on eBay. Next up. What's up, Trisha? Next up, last Poshmark sale is a pair of Allen Edmond shoes. I also picked these up in bulk locally. I paid $10.70 for these, and they sold for 60 bucks. I'll show you what they look like in a second. Why wouldn't you do an Airbnb? I could, but that requires a lot of work. I could Airbnb it. We could keep it and Airbnb it. But that means we would have to, every time a person left, we'd have to drive down here and clean it up, or we'd have to hire somebody to do it for us, which is an expense. And we'd have to fix up our house. So yeah, we'd have to fix it up, which is also more expensive, more expenses putting in. And I kind of just want to sell this house, move into another house, and pay off that house within less than a year, and then not have a house payment and have a 4-bedroom house with a pool with no house payment. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Oh, I didn't show the Allen Edmonds. Hold on. I didn't show them. This is the Allen Edmonds. They're actually, I think they're golf shoes, but they're missing the spikes. I made sure to say that in the listing, and they still sold for 60 bucks. If they had the spikes, they would have been probably closer to 100. But yeah. Real estate is your next step in your influencer life. Could be. Actually, real estate is going to happen at some point. It is. I think that would be a cool channel to like go from, to show like building a real estate portfolio from the ground up. I'm showing all the mistakes and learning along the way. Because the great thing about sharing what I do is you get to learn from people too. Because there's times where I learn from you guys when I resell. There's actually most of the time I learn from you guys when I resell. So just imagine if I start a real estate channel, and then I just learn from a bunch of people that have already done real estate. It's like free information, and I get paid for the content. It's like a win-win-win. Actually found a G4 high top golf shoes with spikes for $10. Let's go. Those sell really fast for good money. Posh buyer. Address not tracking, has an item bouncing back and forth. Yeah, shipping is weird right now, chat. Shipping is weird. A lot of people are complaining about their stuff, like not getting there on time. I had a couple people reach out on eBay, like, where's my item? I'm like, it's shipping, it's just not moving for some reason. And then a couple days later, it just shows up at their house. So don't worry too much about shipping. It's just, you know, it's weird right now. I don't know what it is because I don't work for the post office anymore. So I wish I can give you guys more details on it. But I don't know why in the middle of summer they're having such issues, because this is where they're overstaffed and they're having people leave early because they don't have enough work for them. And right now they're not getting the work done, so it doesn't make much sense. I don't use a mannequin now when I photograph. My real job is real estate. Angie, let's go. I might have to hit you up about some stuff. I got stuff to sell from Marshalls, but I only have a receipt, not invoice. How can I sell on Amazon? Amazon, I don't do Amazon, so you have to ask an Amazon seller. I do not sell on Amazon. When it comes to invoices and getting ungated, that's a whole process itself, and I don't do that. So yeah. First sale we're going to talk about is some shoes. Like I said, we're cross-listing some of our shoes over to eBay so we can get them to sell a little faster. These sold for 60 bucks, so basically the same price that we would have sold them on Whatnot for. I haven't listed all the shoes on the back, but I have started listing some shoes that are in boxes. So all those shoes will be listed this week, so that way we can make some more sales and I can get some new shoes. That's my goal, is to constantly be getting new shoes in. Fresh inventory, listing them to all sites so everybody gets a chance to buy them. Dallas, are you using the kiosk at the post office to get your labels printed? No, I'm using, right now, well, it would be at the post office if that was the case. I'm using a Dymo 4XL. It's a label printer. It's a thermal label printer. There was somebody asking me about it last night on my YouTube channel. If you guys don't know what thermal printers are, they don't use any ink. They burn the image onto the label, so that way there's no ink used, and the labels are super cheap, and you never have to buy ink again. You just literally print the label. So that's what I'm using right now. I don't use my printer anymore. I don't use a printer any longer. Well, then you can stand in line at the post office if you want to. I don't choose to do that. My mailman comes to my front door and he scans all my packages for me, and I never leave the house. So, have a thermal printer you don't need anymore, you should sell it. If you don't need it, make some money. You're just sitting on it. Alright, this is just going to go into a priority mail shoebox and ship this out. So, yeah, sell it. Make some money. Alright, and we're going to weigh and measure this. Kayla left her water over here open. That could have been really bad. By the way, if you bought something from our Whatnot show this weekend, all of your orders have shipped. We appreciate everybody that came out this weekend. We had a lot of fun. We're going to do it again this week, Friday and Saturday. So, what platforms I sell on? I sell on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Whatnot. Yeah, the best way to learn is free. Free learning is the best. Best way to ship shoes on eBay, I mean priority, etc. So on my shoe listings, Bobby, I have buyer picks whatever they want to ship, however they want to ship. So this buyer picked priority. I give them the option of ground advantage, priority, or UPS ground. And this person picked priority. So the best way to ship is whatever the buyer pays for, because the buyer's going to pay for it. You shipped Jesse's shoes? I did. I shipped all the shoes. All Whatnot orders have been shipped. You need to write Kayla's Kayla up. I need to write her up. You're right, Felix. But she's the boss. How do I write the boss up, Felix? I may be interested in your thermal printer. There you go. Got some. Make a sale in the chat. Let's go. Somebody's going to make a sale in the chat. There's a couple of these things I'm going to ship after live just because they're a little big and bulky. This is a women's GSOU snow sweater. Picked this up for $13.38. These typically sell for around $50. I got an offer for $30. It's off season, so I took it. Not a lot of snow gear selling this time of year, so I took that offer and ran with it. Next up, Trisha, this is for you. Another Orvis shirt. So, fun fact, if you find Orvis Active Fit shirts, the polyester ones, pick them up because they sell super fast. I picked this up in a bulk buy. I picked 2 of these up in a bulk buy. One sold for $20 last week, and this one sold full price of $23 plus shipping. Active Fit. I only paid like $3 for these two. It's like $3 or $4 is what I paid in that bulk buy. So, Orvis Active Fit polyester shirts, quick sellers. Normal Orvis short sleeve cotton shirts, pass on them every time. Those things sit forever, they never sell. These sell almost instantly. Less than a week, that thing was in, out, and gone. In, out, and gone. I bought IDPRT printer. Pretty recommendation, it's great. Paid $54 for a like new from eBay from a seller, and it came with a box of 500 labels too. There you go. You can also look on Facebook Marketplace, is a good place to find thermal printers cheap. Businesses go out of business and they have all these thermal printers and they're like, hey, I'll sell this for like $20. I just want them gone. And you can get a nice thermal printer for really, really cheap. So make sure you're always checking locally Facebook Marketplace, or you can just buy new if you want to buy new. Easy peasy. Where do you buy bulk? Locally, I have a guy that I meet up with once a week. He thrifts in the area, he finds stuff, and then he sells to me for a little bit more than what he paid. And when I buy a little bit more, I mean a little bit more. Sometimes he's only making a couple bucks on every item. Why he does it, I don't know. I personally wouldn't do it because it's not enough money for me, but he just likes, I think he likes the under the table money. I write it off on my taxes. I doubt he writes it off on his. Next up, we have a Mizzen and Main shirt. Paid $8 for this. It's like a solid white, like beige off-white shirt. $8, and this one sold for $23 plus ship. I think this is another bulk buy item. I got a lot of bulk buy items last week, and most of them sold last week. No numbers in chat? No numbers in chat. Oh, some people are putting their phone numbers? Yeah, don't put your phone numbers. You don't want people calling you. Alright, that one's going to ship for 11 ounces. Would you recommend wireless thermal printer? I use eBay app on my phone to print. If you use a phone, yes, 100%. I'm using my desktop to print, so I have it wired. But if you don't have a wired connection availability, then yeah, you would have to get it. You have to get it like that. Yep, I just put it to 124 people. Let's go. Call Dusty Buns. Found my first Mizzen and Main shirt at a garage sale for $1. Let's go. Dollar is good. Mizzen and Main's not selling for what it used to. It used to go for like 35 plus. Now you're getting like 20 plus ship, 23 plus ship. So I can always block if you text me. True. Facts. Which ones don't require you to buy the expensive labels? Specific labels? The IDPRT, the Dymo 4XL, that's the one I would tell you not to get. You can find, or not 4XL, 5XL. Dymo 5XL is not the one to get. The 4XL is. So if you find one locally, the 4XL, buy that one. Next up, Polo Ralph Lauren. This is just a V-neck vest. Picked this up bulk buy as well for $7.13. This was one from a while ago. This one sold for $17.99 plus ship. Pretty basic one. Pretty basic. If you guys are just hopping in, make sure you let me know how many sales you had this weekend and what was your favorite sale. You can also go to my Facebook and answer that on my Facebook page, and you can take a screenshot and share it with the group. And that's a way for you guys to learn too. I'm probably going to do those every weekend for you guys to come back and let everybody know what your favorite sale or what your best sale was. And then you just go to that Facebook group and you can go through the comments. You can see what everybody's selling. Some people are posting pictures, some people are just posting words, but you can learn from that Facebook post. So if you want to go, share yours. My Facebook page is just Kway Shop. You can search it, Kway Shop on everywhere, and go share your favorite sale from this weekend. You had one sale? Who cares? You had one sale. You had one more than what some people had. Some people had no sales and 3 returns. That would suck. No sales and 3 returns. That would be a miserable weekend. I'd be so mad if I had no sales and 3 returns. 22 sales this weekend. Let's go. Had an amazing sale. Those polo shorts I sent you sold for 140 in 2 hours. Chat, you guys are sleeping on the Whatnot auctions. Big Sweaty, what'd you pay for those? I think you paid like less than 30 bucks, right? It was like somewhere around 30. Bought it on the Whatnot, flipped it in under 2 hours for 140 bucks. Paid $21 for them in our Whatnot show, got it home, listed it, and sold it for 140 bucks. I can't make anything on K-Way's Whatnot shows. Get out of town. There are people making money on our Whatnot shows. And then on top of that, you can sign up for Whatnot, go get a $15 credit. So if it was your first time buying that item, you would have paid $6 plus shipping and sold it for 140 in 2 hours. Come to the Whatnot shows. Do not miss the Whatnot shows. We have one this Friday and one on Saturday. If you sign up, go get your free $15 and come out. We're going to have the same kind of inventory again this week. Same inventory every week. $140. That's insane. That's insane. Next up, we got a G4. I picked these up at TJ Maxx or Marshalls, I believe. Paid $42.80 a piece for these. I did pay up for the G4 hoodies, but this one sold for $89.99 plus shipping. Buyer was all in for $107. I make money off you. A lot of people do. A lot of people are sleeping on the Whatnot auctions. I don't know why. You guys better come out now while the numbers of people in the shows are down, because we're going to get them to go back up, and then we're going to get 200 plus people in there again, and then the prices are going to go up. You won't be able to make money. So come out now. Come out now while the numbers are down. Were they new shorts? Yeah, they were Polo Ralph Lauren shorts. They were actually swim trunks. They were swim trunks. The good thing about our shows is, if you're a reseller, we don't share what we're going to sell. It's all random pulls. So you never know what's coming. That's the good thing. So if you're smart and you know your brands, you might be able to pick up a few things for a couple of deals, get entered in some buyer appreciation giveaways or regular giveaways, make some money, and get some giveaways all in one. Hey, did you get your house paid off? No, I shared a post on the house payoff journey. We're behind now. We're way behind because of the whole Whatnot situation. So I'm just starting out. Where's the best place to search for items? Thrift stores, retail stores, or sell items in your house first. That's the best. I sold a Fear of God t-shirt from you, made 25 profit. There you go. Didn't have to leave the couch. Shipped to your front door and you sold it. That's the way to do it. Can you tell me how to get the printer ink for the label maker? For this label maker, for my Dymo, there is no ink. It's thermal. Everything, it's burned on. There's no ink at all. Apparently mod stuff isn't working right now. I've tried to pin a few comments. That's weird. I keep seeing that it says Big Sweaty pinned a comment. Big Sweaty, try to pin another comment. Learn to be careful buying from Whatnot gotten damaged. Yeah, we don't sell damaged goods. I think most of the people in the chat would, actually all the people in the chat would say that we don't sell damaged goods. If we ever sell you damaged goods, all you have to do is reach back out to us and say, hey, this item had a flaw, here's a photo of it, and then we send you a refund. You don't have to worry about flaws with us. You always get your money back. Yeah, see, it's not letting you guys pin comments. It's kind of weird. How big is the drop bank you have? Right now, it's minimal because I've listed everything this weekend. Where are you relocating to? Around this area. I don't know exactly where, but it's going to be around this area. Your stuff looks great on Whatnot. It does. We try to only give you guys the best stuff. We take in consignment. With the consignment, we make sure to verify that it's good before we ever list it on Whatnot. Occasionally, some things slip through the cracks. Obviously, when you're doing volume, you're going to miss a couple things. But we always try to be very, very careful with what we list over there. Next up, good brand is Buck Mason. Picked this shirt up for $7.49. It's just a simple gray short sleeve shirt, and it sold for $26.99 plus shipping. How many items do you need to start seeing daily sales? It depends on what you list. If you list something that sells every single day, because it has a 100% sell-through rate, and you're listing multiples of those, you might be able to see a sale every day with only one listing. But if you're listing in the beginning, you're going to be picking up a lot of bad pickups just because you're new. I started seeing consistent sales when I got to 500 listings. Right now, if I had the same knowledge I have right now and I applied it and I was able to start fresh, I'd probably only need about 100 to 200 listings to start seeing daily sales. And then I would just keep consistently listing. But it really just depends on what you sell. I found Bad Birdie shirt at my thrift store. They wanted 50. Yeah, right. Tell them to go kick rocks. There's no way they're going to sell that for 50 bucks. I have brand new Tag Bad Birdie polos in my eBay store for I think under 50, and they're slowly selling. That's insane that they want that price. Can you explain your inventory system again? The numbers you write down. on the package. Yes, so all my items are in bins in the garage. The bins are lettered, and then everything on the inside is numbered. So, for example, I know this is going to be backward, but this is BS27. It's not backwards for you guys, I think. Mirror your camera. BS27. This means this is in bin BS, and it's number 27. So when I go to the bins, I go to find bin BS, and then I go into the bin and grab number 27. All the items inside the bins are all in order as well, so it makes it really easy. For example, if I saw BS 30 on the top, I knew BS 27 would be 3 below that. BS. You BS, Felix. Really agree. It's new with tags. It'll go 75% off before someone buys it. Yeah, that's insane. Oh, by the way, this is a Lacoste polo. This is not an everyday Lacoste polo, by the way. This is a Novak Djokovic, however you pronounce his last name. That's his collab with Lacoste. Always look out for these. These always sell super fast. I paid $8.56, and in less than a week, it sold for 35 bucks. So I probably could have held out for a little bit more, but this one had a little stain on it, so I was like, I'm just gonna take that off and get it out, get it in, get it out, get it gone. Adsmin, appreciate the follow. If you're not following, hit that follow button. I go live pretty much every morning, shipping orders or go live thrifting. So make sure you're following if you're not following already. It's easy. It's just a tap of a button at the top left-hand corner on TikTok. The other places, it's somewhere else. I don't know where it is on the other places, but I know on TikTok it's top left-hand corner. All right, this one's shipping for $431. Buyer paid $665. Bought a lot from Wayne and never got anything damaged. Appreciate you. We try. Again, if you've ever find anything damaged from us, if something slipped through the cracks, feel free to reach out to us. We typically get back to you and get you a coupon of some sort for a full price refund within just a couple days. Next up is this little Sleepy set. Kayla picked this up recently. Another.
Print Fresh.
Oh, Print Fresh. Sorry, this is Print Fresh. Picked this up recently. Only paid $9.60 for the set, and this sold for $30 plus shipping. Another quick sale. We listed this I think last week or just the week before, and it sold for 30 plus ship. So easy money. Quick sale, in and out on. This is gonna go probably Ground Advantage. I think I set this to a 2-pound rate, but it might be a little under 2 pounds, so I might make some money on this. Yes, it's only going to be 12 ounces, so that's good. I opened this monster and didn't even take a sip out of it. That's better. It's only 12 ounces, so buyer paid $11.60, and I'm only paying $5.15 for my label. Let's go. Every item I purchased from your whatnots have been quality and made money reselling. Scott, can I screenshot that and put that as my one of my, what do you call those when you have like customer reviews? I'm gonna give you, you're in my customer review. Although people will think that we're related because you have Scott Way in your name, and they won't take it as a real review. They'll be like, your cousin said that. That's not a real review. Next up, Patagonia Capilene pants. Picked these up for $6.40. They sold for $19.99 plus shipping. Nice little bread and butter sale. Love the shipping bags. I use the same color. Get positive comments on my ratings. Yes, these are gyro packs, by the way. If you're watching on TikTok, these are in my TikTok shop on my profile. You can go to my profile and you can order them from there. Most of you probably have coupons because I think TikTok just put out another like 20 or 30% coupon. So go buy some gyro packs. If you don't see a coupon there, or you're watching on the other sites, I also have these linked in my bio, and if you're buying off Gyro Pack first time, you get 10% off using my code. So you can either use them, or you can actually double dip if you're on TikTok. You can buy them from TikTok and get the discount on Gyro Pack next time you need some poly bags. Can you do a video of your inventory system listing process? Yes. I actually wanted to do a video last night. The problem is one of my lights in my garage is broken. That's why I haven't done any garage lives yet. So I can't do any video out there because it's too dark. So I gotta buy some lights. I'm probably gonna do that this week. And then I'll make an entire YouTube video, like a tutorial on not only my process of pulling my inventory, but also how my bin system works out there. I was gonna do it last night, but I couldn't. I really wanted to. So I definitely will, because I get a lot of questions on that. Do you get charged for printing the labels? Yes. Buyer pays shipping, and then you buy the label off eBay, and then you pay for the label. Next up, we got a Eileen Fisher
This is an Eileen Fisher. I don't know what we paid for it because this was a return. And I forgot to put the price in, but it sold for 21 bucks. I don't know what I paid for it though. I have to go back and look at my returns, figure out what I paid. Blank out his name for privacy. Tell him I also wash your clothes for resale. Blank out whose name for privacy? Who am I blanking? This is gonna go for 12 ounces. I bought from y'all 2 Polo Ralph Lauren sweater, new with tags, 30 sold. Yeah, the Polo Ralph Lauren items, the last couple shows, if you guys missed those shows, every Polo item that we sold, you could have made money on, 100%. Especially if you bought like 1 or 2 of the pants, then you were on free shipping, and then you could have just hauled out from there. Lots of goodies. Scott for the review. Oh yeah, we can blank out his name. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Good old Scott way. Good amount of orders for you there. Yes, we have 30. We had 33 eBay, Poshmark, Mercari orders this weekend, and then we also shipped out all 60 items that sold on Whatnot, and then we also shipped the other 60 items that sold the day before on Whatnot. So lots of orders going out the door. Next up, we got a Brooks Brothers. It's just solid white Brooks Brothers shirt. I always tell you guys to pick these up. I paid $8 for this in a bulk buy. Typically, I like to buy these for around $5. But it's still sold for $22.49 plus shipping. That was an auto posture sale. Auto posture sent out an offer to the buyer, had it listed for $25, and the buyer accepted $22.49. Can a buyer request to send a purchase to another address, or do they have to repurchase? On eBay, make them repurchase the item. If you send it to the altered address, you lose your seller protections. eBay only covers you if you ship to the exact address that the buyer gave in the first place. Even if they message you on eBay and say, hey, ship to this address, please, I moved. Don't do it. Just tell them, sorry, you'll have to cancel your order and you can repurchase for the same price. Yeah, you need to update it through the app and repurchase the item. Because you lose your eBay seller protections if you ship it to them, which is stupid because they have a record of the person asking to change their address, but yeah. Can't do that. Next up, we have another train sale. This is just a hopper car. Picked this up for $3.25, and this one sold for $17.99 plus shipping. Nice little bread and butter sale. How many years have you been reselling? Since 2018, September of 2018, September 19th of 2018 actually was my first sale on eBay. And I've been full time for a little over 2 years. They're buying as a gift. We'll do thanks. Yep. Make sure you keep that. Sometimes I'll do it if it's a lower item. I'll just change the address on my end because if I lose seller protections, I don't really care. If they steal it, oh well, you got to write it off at the end of the year or whatever. But if it's a higher dollar item, definitely be weary of that. Hey, it's my birthday. What's up, Becca? Happy birthday. It was Kit Kat's birthday yesterday. I'm surprised she's not here bugging us all, saying, Wayne, my birthday was yesterday. Where's Kit Kat today? She's quiet. Have you noticed the chat has been super quiet today? It's been nice. I have all these questions. No Kit Kat in here. We all love Kit Kat. All right, this is just gonna go right into a poly bag and we're gonna ship it out. Easy peasy. No, 919, your first sale. Yeah, 919. That's what it was. That's what would have been my first sale back in 2018. Been on eBay since 2021. I've learned something every live. Thank you. Let's go. That's awesome. You've been on eBay for a while. 2001. I wish I started eBay back in 2001. I would have never went and worked for any of the jobs that I worked at. I would have just done eBay back in the day. I probably would have started Amazon too if I'd have known the information I know now. I would have done Amazon too, like right away. Don't you have to weigh and measure an item when you list it? I see you doing it now. I just put in, since I've done so many listings, I kind of know what things weigh. And I typically overestimate. So this I put in for 12 ounces and only weighs 8. So I'm actually going to make a little bit of profit on the shipping. But when I list shirts and stuff, I hold the shirt up, and I've done so many shirts, I know they weigh around 10 ounces. I'll put in 10, or I'll put in 12, or I'll put in 2 pounds. When you first start, that's when you weigh and measure everything because you don't really know what to put in. Started buying in 1999. Nice. What was the first year at eBay? eBay was, somebody probably knows this in the chat. First year eBay was around. Wasn't it like really early 90s or something like that? Next sale, another train sale. This is just a gallon tanker car. That's what it looks like. Gallon tanker car. Pick this up for $325, and this one sold for $16.19. $16.19. It's 700 lifetime orders on eBay today. Let's go. 700 lifetime orders. 95. There you go. 95. I knew it was early 90s. Mid 90s. I guess that would be mid 90s. Alright. That one is safe in there. I'm going to get some bubble wrap. 1995. There you go. That's the answer we're looking for. Now, if I ever get asked that on a game show, I'll give Thrifty Goose and Amy credit for my winnings. Hopefully that's the $1 million question I get. I started eBay in 1998, like Beanie Babies, back when it was fire. Shout out to Line Creek. Line Creek, if you guys haven't seen his video, dude's selling Beanie Babies for $200. I didn't even realize there was Beanie Babies that sold for $200 and $75 and $50. Go watch his video if you guys haven't seen that video. Holy cow. Dude selling freaking Beanie Babies for hundreds. Hundreds. Beanie Babies. For hundreds. Line Creek, you got to remake that video though. If you made that video, and I don't know if he's listening right now, but if you made that video and you showed the Beanie Baby like as it, like saying this sold for $200, I bet you don't believe me or something like that, you get a lot of views on that video. Line Creek Boutique. Somebody tag him in the comments. Good guy, has really good content. He also goes live. He's probably gonna be live within the next hour on TikTok. He does like midday lives, so go follow him. He's got really good stuff. Selling freaking Beanie Babies. I would have passed by those immediately. Never even looked twice at them. Said those have no value. Clearly they have tons of value. I learn something new every day. I learned Beanie Babies have value over the weekend. So there he is, Line Creek Boutique. Kim just tagged him. And Creekside tagged him. Make sure you guys go give Line Creek a follow. They're on TikTok. He's also on Facebook and YouTube, I believe. So if you're watching over there, it's Line Creek Boutique on those two platforms as well. Good stuff. This is going to ship for 7 ounces. 7 ounces. I'm going to go buy some Beanie Babies this week. I'm going to sell them. I'm going to flip them. Do you ship Ground Advantage? Almost everything I ship nowadays is Ground Advantage unless it's over... No, not even over a pound. I pretty much ship those Ground Advantage too. Very rarely do I ship priority. It's typically only if the buyer asks for priority. I understand you make extra money on the shipping, but exactly how do you collect? The buyer pays the full amount of the order. So if the item costs $20 and the shipping is $7, the buyer paid $27, and then when I go to purchase my label, if it only cost me $4 for that label, then I'm only paying $4 at that time. So I would collect the extra $3 when eBay pays me out. Me searching on my kids' beds, yeah. I guess there's certain rare ones that are worth a ton of money. And that's what he sold. I have 2 more orders, but I'm going to pack them up after the live. One is a Polo Ralph Lauren belt. It's brand new. Picked this up retail, and this one sold for $50 plus ship. It's a Polo Bear belt. Picked that up retail, and then that GSOU snow sweater that I paid $13.38 for. That's going to go in a box, and that's shipping out for $30 plus ship. Easy money. The dinosaur is worth $200. Yeah, I think that's the one he sold on his video, the dinosaur one. The money you make on shipping labels with seller fees. Yes, you do have to pay seller fees on that extra, so just keep that in mind. I know a lot of people are freaking out about the new eBay update where they're making you not making you opt in. You can opt into the new update where buyer will pay pretty much what you're paying. They'll see what you're paying. I wouldn't worry about that too much. If you opt in, you opt in. If you opt out, you opt out. Who cares? Do it either way. Yeah, I see a lot of people freaking out. The same thing happened with the whole Mercari thing. Everybody freaked out about Mercari. Nobody's going to buy on Mercari anymore. Sellers are not going to pay, or buyers are not going to pay those fees. What's up, Frenchie? Buyers are not going to pay those fees. That's ridiculous. And I'm selling more on Mercari than I did the month before, and buyers are paying more for it. So if they like the item, they'll pay a couple extra bucks for it. So just list good items. You'll get those sales. If you guys have any last minute questions, feel free to drop them down in the chat below. I'm going to head off. I might do a live tonight, cross listing with Autoposher, because I have to do some listings anyway. So if you're interested in watching cross listing with Autoposher live and asking questions about it, come to the live tonight. If I end up doing it, there's no promises with that. I might not. Depends on how the day goes. This week we have 2 Whatnot shows, Friday and Saturday, so go bookmark both of those shows. If you haven't signed up, go sign up for Whatnot. You get $15. Literally get $15 for free that you can spend. There's no gimmicks. You just sign up with a new account and Whatnot goes, here's $15. You can go buy one of K-Way's items for $15 less now. That's what they do. So go sign up, get your free $15 credit. Friday, Saturday, I think Saturday is going to be an all sudden death show. It's all going to be either 15 or 20-second sudden death the entire show, and we're going to have really good inventory. Friday is going to be one of our normal shows, 60-ish items, good giveaways, all that good stuff. So how do I sign up? There's a link in my bio. If you sign up through the link, the Whatnot sign up link, you get 15. But just make sure you fill out all the information. Put in your phone number, everything. They have to make sure you're a new account. So that's why they ask you for your phone number. They're not gonna call you every day and ask how you're doing. So love watching shows and videos. Thanks for sharing. Appreciate you, Stacy. How much did Mercari pay you to say that? Lots of money. I am affiliate. No, I'm not affiliated. I wish I was. Mercari, if you're listening to this, if you want to pay me to make videos for you, I will. just let me know. Just reach out to me, Mercari. I'll take some extra money from you. I'll take money from you, and now I'm making more money because there's free shipping. That'd be nice. All right, everybody. I appreciate you guys hanging out. And also, go to my Facebook page. Share your favorite sale from this weekend. I have a Facebook post right at the very top. I shared mine. Go through and share yours down in the comments, and that way we can all learn from each other. After you share yours, scroll through and see what everybody's saying. So you can learn what brands and what items are selling for everybody else. And if you can, snap a photo of it. So snap a photo of the listing and put it down there so people can visually see your item too. So go over to Facebook. I'm just K-Way Shop on Facebook as well. You'll see that post at the very top. So appreciate you guys hanging out, and we'll catch you tomorrow morning or later tonight.